Hi, I'm Robin Block, the CEO of CREATORVC and the creator of In Search of Darkness and In Search of Tomorrow, and I'm very delighted to be on The Graveyard Show.
We're going to discuss the In Search of Darkness films, especially the upcoming final film in the trilogy, In Search of Darkness Part 3.
I've got to say, a third edition was never planned, but our audience wanted more, and they made it very clear to us they wanted more, and so it became a challenge. But there's this whole fantastic underbelly of 80s horror, which the way I put it is like the bottom shelf of the horror section of your VHS store, which is the real fun stuff. You know, everything about this project so far has been real fun, especially the interaction with our audience. So I'm just loving it.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to see these already. You've been working closely with director David Weiner and the man who I don't mention enough on this program, your editor, Samuel Way. You've been working with him now on the trilogy of In Search of Darkness as well as In Search of Tomorrow. Talk about that relationship.
We all give each other space to work. Now, David's fantastic, real attention to detail, great to work with, and David is built for this stuff, but he's also very seasoned. And so with Sam, my editor, we've kind of built this together, and we have a workflow, and we do use shorthand. I like working with small teams because a small team that's motivated can outwork and outmaneuver any large team any day of the week.
You work so well together, and this is from someone who's, just watching the movies, but I could just tell by the production value and the quality of everything as it's coming in. It's there.
So part 3 represented a challenge because I was very much of the mindset we're only going to do it if we can nail it, if this can be like the horror trilogy. And that all starts with the concept. So, the two things that we're really pushing is, one, this is the underbelly of 80s horror, and two, this is, our backers. We just care about you. We don't care about anybody else. Like, you choose. Tell us what you want us to feature this time. What hidden treasure can we uncover together? One of the things that happened with this journey, and it's not something I intended, it was just something that happened, that we've observed, is that people use the In Search of Darkness films almost as an extended watch list. It kind of allows them to discover movies they may not have necessarily seen, and it primes them to look at them in a new light. And that's what part 3 is all about. We want to listen to our audience. They know what they want us to cover. They're in on it with us. And for the last few months, we've been putting up posts going, what do you want to see? They've been our most liked posts, our most engaged posts. There is a need for this. And that vehicle is part 3. So I think part 3 is going to be the most fun, not just to make, but to watch. And as an independent creator, and I'm very proud to be independent, I don't want to answer to anybody apart from my backers. That's who we're ultimately beholden to. And that's hugely, hugely liberating. Also, it's very frightening because if you don't do well, you can't blame anybody else. It's down to you. Nothing has ever given me the level of intrinsic reward that putting all of these documentaries together have, because I'm interested in the subject matter. I genuinely adore the people I work with. I think they're incredibly talented. As the CEO, I have to set a precedent. The work ethic has to be there. I expect the same from everybody in my team, and they deliver. And when you get all of that working in unison, great things can happen. And there's been so many pinch me moments on this journey, but it's just the beginning. All I really want to do is keep serving our audience and keep growing it and get better at developing an experience for our backers.
I can see that passion. You would have done this in any era with anything, because you're that guy, and your team is that team that will go and they'll say, you want to do this? We're going to go and we're going to do this. And it shows. And that's why I get excited when I see the trailers for your films.
I think in life it's very important to find something that you genuinely love. I'm very, very grateful to be doing what I'm doing, and I really do believe it's just the beginning.
Well, we're grateful to you and your team for putting together such amazing films. They're awesome. People love them. Can't wait to see these new ones as they come out. Robin Block, he is the creator and producer of the In Search of Darkness films, In Search of Tomorrow. Cannot wait to have you back on again down the road. Thank you so much for joining me here inside the Graveyard.